Hi, fifth grade. This is Mr. Onken. For our math lessons during this time, we're going to start out with a quick video, and then you all work on some activities. Our first one is just going to be reviewing some of our two-dimensional shapes, or 2D shapes, and we will start with the circle. What makes it a circle is if you draw a dot here right in the middle of it, and the line here across it will be the same distance no matter where you draw it, as long as it goes right through the middle of the circle. Next, we have rectangles, and a rectangle is 4 sides, 4 angles, and those angles are 90 degrees square corners. Rectangles also have 2 sets of parallel lines. That means these lines will never cross each other. They'll continue on forever without ever crossing each other. And we have our square, which is a special type of rectangle where all 4 sides are the same length. Next, we have our triangle, which is going to have our 3 sides and 3 angles. The prefix tri is your clue there. That gives you a clue that it's 3. Next, we have the pentagon. Pentagon is going to have our 5 sides and then our 5 angles. Here, the prefix penta means 5. So we have 5 sides and 5 angles. And then finally, we have the hexagon. Our prefix hexa means 6, so we're going to have 6 sides, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles. So that is a quick review of our two-dimensional shapes. We've got the circle, rectangle, square, triangle, pentagon, and hexagon. All right, now you'll move on to practicing some activities with this. Hope you all are doing well. Hi, 5th grade, it's Mr. Onken again. Now we are going to move on to our 3-dimensional or 3D shapes. These are different than our 2D shapes because instead of just having 2 dimensions, they have 3. So they're going to have a length, a width, but then also a height. So these are a lot of the objects that you see in your everyday life that we pick up and use. First, we're going to talk about prisms. Our quadrangular prism, also known as a rectangular prism, is going to have a base, 2 bases that are that square shape, and then they're connected by these straight lines. And the only difference with the rest of our prisms is the shape of the bases. So our triangular prism will have 2 bases that are triangles, or 3 sides. Our pentagonal prism will have 2 5-sided bases. And finally, our hexagonal prism is going to have 2 6-sided bases. Next, we have our pyramids. The difference between the pyramids and the prisms is that the pyramids just have the base of their name. So a rectangular pyramid is just going to have that rectangular base, and then all of its edges are going to come here, meet up at a single point at the top. And we have our triangular pyramid that has our triangle base, and all of the sides come and meet up at the top. Same with our hexagonal, pentagonal pyramids. Again, pentagonal, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 sides on our base. Hexagonal is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides on the base. Both of those have the edges that lead up to the top, meeting at a single point. Then we just have a couple kinds of special 3D shapes. We have our cube, which is a rectangular prism that just has all of its dimensions the same length. Then we have our cylinder, which has bases of circles that are connected, almost like a soda can or something like that. And then we have our final one that we're going to study is the cone, which has a circular base, and then its sides come up and meet at that singular top point. So these are the different types of shapes that you are expected to know, and now we'll do some activities to see how well you remember them.